No matter how you travel, it's good to have a plan. Some people plan every minute. No sleep, bus, museum, another museum. While others only plan to take it day by day. When it comes to your finances, a plan is just as important. You can count on Credit Karma to give you the insights you need to understand your options so you can take charge of your financial path and find your way to money. Explore how you can make financial progress with confidence today. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Are you looking for a new job or want a career change? Look no further than Monster.com. Need a little help standing out? Our expert resume writing services will make sure you shine. Want to brush up on your interview skills? Engage with our AI interview prep tool. Want some advice on negotiating your new salary? Visit our salary tools and extensive library of career advice articles, and you'll have all the tips and tricks you'll need to succeed. Visit Monster.com today and take the first step towards your career. Monster.com. Find your right job fit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to When Reality Hits with Jackson Brittany.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
So, as everybody knows, the new trailer for Vanderpump Rules dropped, and you had a special cameo in it.
Of course I did. Of course I did. You think they're not going to put me in the trailer?
Oh, my God. You're so big-headed. I love it.
Well, let's be honest. Everybody wants to see it.
Okay, so Jax hasn't watched the trailer yet, so we're going to watch it in studio so we can get Jax's actual reaction, because there's some things on there that I did not even know happened.
Yeah?
And you're going to see.
Okay, hit play. Let's see this.
The new season of Vanderpump Rules premieres January 3rd on Bravo.
That's funny.
That was a really, really good promo.
That was a good promo.
It was good. What is crazy is I had no idea that Sheena made out with Schwartz. Did you know that?
When was this?
He said in Vegas, but I have no idea when that would be. I haven't talked to Sheena about it yet. I'm going to see her in a couple of days because we're going to the Grinch at the Pantages Theater. So I'm going to be asking her about this.
Was this during her marriage?
I don't know. I'm just as confused as everybody else watching this.
I'm going to have to, I'll find out.
Yeah, we'll definitely get the tea.
I'm going to Mexico with Tom here in a couple of days, and I'll find out the dirt.
Yeah, but what did you think? Of course, your one cameo is Lisa calling you a hypocrite. How did you feel about that?
Well, because I don't know why she's calling me a hypocrite. I can't really remember that, but I was just really taken back that she wrote me off like that.
I know you can't say too much yet because obviously, they want to wait for it to come out on the show. I didn't mean to talk to her. I know you only saw one cameo. I film a lot on that show. That's just the one spot. No, I know, but of course it was like Lisa calling you a hypocrite. I was like, man,
because it's a teaser. They want to make things look like they really are.
Okay, can you at least say, did you guys end better?
Yeah, we ended great.
Okay, good.
Teasers they do things for a reason. They put certain words in teasers so people watch it.
I mean, it looked really good.
Right.
It looked really good.
Yeah,
and it's like funny how they're almost making it look like Tom and Sheena have something going on. I'm like, what's happening here?
Yeah. Looks pretty good, though. What is that, January 30th it comes out now?
January, yeah.
January 30th. You know, I think, in fact, I know we are having a premiere party at Jax's on January 30th. My partners just reached out to me and said we're going to have a little premiere thing, so I know Tom wanted to do something.
Jax can't help but plug the bar.
Yeah, well, it's our new bar. We have to plug it.
No, I know. It's been going so
Part
good.
Of the business.
But yeah, that was definitely a crazy, but I think that the show's going to be good.
Can I just get into something here? Just a little sidetrack. Yeah, it was a great premiere. And I can I just say, I've been traveling a lot lately. I just got back from Nashville. And can I just say the airports are incredibly crazy these days. Like, people are just angry. I feel like it's almost like it's become the DMV. The DMV has become the airport.
You're just the angry person at the airport.
No.
I think everybody else is fine. I think it's you.
No, actually, I'm actually really nice there, and I'm overly, because I know.
Honey, I travel with you.
Listen,
Let's not forget.
I know people are watching me. I'm not trying to be vain or whatever in this, but I know that I'm in the airport, that I am a recognizable figure. So I know, I'm very aware that I'm not going to be aggressive in front of people because people will take a picture and say something. So I keep to myself. But I'm just saying, like, the etiquette and like the way people are, like when you go up to the front desk and you talk to them, it's like they feel so angry that you're there. And I feel like I'm walking on eggshells talking to these people.
Do you think that you put out that energy and that's what's happening?
No, because even when
I like to go up to the people and I'm like, you can just show your ID and then
I'm not even
walk the baby over there.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the TSA people, the people screaming at each other. And I'm like in line watching other people go through this. And I just want to know, I just also, employees, how do they, do employees that work at the airport, do they have to go through checkpoints Like when they get in, do they have to go every single day of their job? They have to walk through a checkpoint.
You would be miserable doing that.
Oh my gosh! Like, what if you're in a hurry? Like, I know, Brittany, your time management is awful. Could you imagine running late for work? You have to go through security checkpoint to get to your job at McDonald's.
No,
right?
That would be awful. But you would have to go through security checks. It's airport.
I know, but even as an employee, every single day,
it's part of your job.
You don't get like a TSA kind of thing where you're just, hey, that's Joe from McDonald's in Terminal 5. He's good.
I've seen people have like little badges and stuff.
Okay, so that bothers me. And also,
I feel like ever since you got kicked off of JetBlue, you had a thing against airports because we literally brought it up in the past like 3 episodes.
I just think, and not only that, I've kind of read like airports have gotten really hostile lately. They've gotten hostile, and it's not even me all the time. And like, okay, I'll take
not even me all the time.
I will take some. Like, I understand sometimes I'm a little grumpy because I'm showing up hungover, and I get that. But like, I'm overly nice because I'm you want to know why I'm overly nice? I'm very aware that people are watching me. I am very aware.
Where is this overly nice at?
No, I am, because I'm scared that people's going to be like, oh my God, Jax Taylor was mean at this and this and that. Like, I get that all the time. And it sucks. Hey, let me ask you this. So I was at, again, the airport, and I'm looking at all these stores like Brookstone and McDonald's and all this. Like, what makes a person say, I want to work at the McDonald's in the airport, as opposed to, do you know what I'm saying? Because McDonald's are all over the place, right? They're all over. They're down the street from everybody's house. What makes you say, like, you know what? I'm going to work the one in Terminal 5. That one looks really cool.
Maybe it's closer to their house.
It can't be. There's McDonald's on every block. I'm just curious why people want to stress out so much and deal with crazy, crazy people at airports.
Because people need jobs.
I guess. Do you think people get promoted to the airport location, or do you think they get demoted? So, for instance, do you think like a guy down the street is working at the McDonald's and saying, listen, if you mess up one more time, we're sending you to Terminal 5 at the airport? Do you think that happens?
I mean, maybe. It could be a punishment to have to go through security all the time.
Man, oh man. Here's another question I have. I'm going to bring it up. Okay, so when you're in the middle seat of the airplane,
oh no,
who gets the armrests?
That is such a good question.
Who gets them?
I mean, I would hope the person in the middle, because you're stuck.
Okay, but why? Like, should we talk about it ahead of time? Say, hey, guy, do you get this armrest and I get this?
That
portion?
is one thing that is like such bad plane etiquette, I guess you would say, is whenever people are just have their hands everywhere. Or I've seen somebody like put their hair over the back of the seat, and like the person behind them can't even see their TV.
Oh, that's so. Not only is it just so.
Like put their feet up on there, like bare feet.
Here we go. This is another one. This is another bullet point. People who take their shoes off on the plane.
You do that.
I don't. I have socks on.
Okay, but you still do that.
I do it when I'm sitting first class. I don't do it when I'm sitting coach.
It's okay. It's okay first
yes, because
take your socks or take your shoes off.
Because you're in a cubby. You're in a cubby, and nobody can see you. You know what I'm saying?
Please never not have socks on.
I always have socks on. But listen, there's a difference between when we sit JetBlue Mint in our little cubby hole where nobody can see you, as opposed to sitting 26D in the back, and where you're sitting out and your nasty toes and your nasty socks are hanging out, and it's like, oh, it just grosses me out. And then here's my last point: people who eat stinky food on the plane. I had a guy
cracking me up about the plane stuff.
I had a guy sitting next to me eating frickin' Gardettos.
What's that?
This nasty garlic, onion, rice check mix.
Oh, those are good.
Okay, I don't want to smell it. I don't.
But those are sold at the plane at the airport.
I know, but it's like out of all the things to buy, you're going to buy the stinky garlic Gardettos. Why don't you just buy like pretzels and be like a normal human being?
Pretzels are the lamest snack ever.
My son and I love pretzels.
I know. I don't know why y'all love them so much. They have to have some beer cheese or something on it for me to get into that. Nacho cheese.
Are we not going to answer the etiquette question on the armrests? Are we just going to let that go?
Oh, I mean, I just feel like if you're in the middle, you don't have anywhere to go.
I know. And
the other people can lean on the outside or lean on the window.
So are you supposed to sit like this?
No, I think the person in the middle deserves the armrest.
So what is this arm supposed to do for me on the window? Am I supposed to just be like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
You're supposed to lean.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, by the way, now they're starting, if you sit coach, because I've been sitting coach the last couple flights lately, you have to pay for sodas now.
on certain airlines, yeah.
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 You have to pay for sodas. You have to pay for bags. Yes, you may be getting a cheap flight, folks, but by the time you get there, not only that, I got charged for my boarding pass, $25. He's like, sir, if you can't pull it up in your phone, we have to charge you for a hard copy, $25. I go, listen, my wife runs my phone. I'm here obviously by myself. I don't even know how to check my Instagram by myself, let alone pull up a document.
How are you going to do all this traveling to Mexico without me?
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I think I have it on my phone already. But I'm just saying, what do you do with the people that are like, for instance, my parents' age, my dad's age? My dad, before he passed away, did not know how to use a telephone. So what does he do when he's at the checkout? You're just going to charge the guy because he's not doesn't know the internet? That's kind of crazy to me. I'm sorry. This is just crazy, crazy things. Have you seen the driverless Ubers? Have you seen this?
No, that's terrifying.
It is very terrifying, and I just don't know how. I saw it on the internet. We got driverless Ubers now.
What?
Yeah.
Like in Teslas or what are those cars called?
The Teslas. Yes.
Teslas.
Yep. Driverless.
Maybe I need one of those because I hate driving.
Yep. Yeah. You do.
Do they actually work?
I mean, our neighbors have them, and, our old producer had one, and he used to tell me about it because he lived in Orange County, and what he would do, he would drive from L.A. when we were done filming. He would sit in you have to touch the steering wheel every 5 minutes when this happens. He says, man, know how to, whatever, I guess how it works. You got to touch the steering wheel. He said, but it's great because I can be on my laptop. I can work on the way home from Orange County. So, I don't know. I just think it's still kind of weird, these driverless cars and whatever. But I got a lot of questions, people asking about the Christmas party. It was a success. Brittany, what do you think about the Christmas party? We had a great time at Jax's.
It was so fun. I loved my ugly sweater because it was Santa in a thong. My mom is so funny because she's so like, I love her to pieces, but she's so clueless about certain things. And she texted me. She was like, I put your picture on my story. And I said, did you realize what was on my sweater? And she was like, no, you just look so pretty. I said, Mom, it was Santa in a thong, doing a mirror selfie. She just cracked up. She didn't even realize.
I didn't even see her.
And she did put a little Santa baby song on it. She was like, she's all into, just because she knows how to put songs on her stories now. She
knows how to do more than I do.
I know. You don't even know how to put a song on a story.
My 2.5-year-old son knows how to work the phone better than I do. That should tell you something.
That's true. Think of all the things that Cruz is going to teach us in 20 years.
I know.
We're not going to have any clue. There was this meme or this reel on Instagram, and it was cracking me up. I've rewatched it so many times. It was this guy saying he was teaching a classical dance class in 70 years, and he was doing the Dougie and stuff. It was hilarious because that's what we are right now. In 70 years, that's going to be our classical dance.
I was also seeing on the internet, the trending thing is now is we're having 2000s day. 90s day. People are dressing up like you did in the 1998. I'm like, this is what I used to wear. But now we've hit the point where kids are dressing up as us when we were in high school. That's how old we're getting.
Ooh, for my birthday, we should do 90s theme. And the only music can be 90s hip hop and R&B.
I just think this is crazy. Do you know that Linkin Park is considered classical rock now?
Whatever.
Yeah, I read that. Linkin Park. By the way, did you like the Christmas party? Was it a success? Did you have a good time?
Yes, it was so packed.
So for those of you that weren't there, I did do an Instagram Live, and I hope some of you saw that. But
You did at the Christmas party?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing. We were packed.
I took a lot of tequila shots.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did karaoke. Sandoval stole the microphone for most of it.
He hogged the karaoke mic all night long.
He did, and I
was like, oh my God.
He was blowing up my phone last night. I went to bed early. Brittany went out with her friend last night. Cruz and I decided just to have a little boys' night, but we both went to bed early. And I'm looking at my phone this morning. I got 3 or 4 missed calls from Sandoval. Are you going to karaoke tonight? Are you going? No, not tonight, buddy, but go ahead and go, and I'll make sure it's all set up for you. But he's been.
You guys are really been.
He's been
hanging out lately.
Hey, I you know what? I don't want to get into that right now. Listen, it's been a year. You have to forgive and forget at some point. Life is too short.
As long as he's making changes.
You know what? It's his business. I think she's moved on. She's done very well for herself. She's got a new boyfriend. Isn't there a time where we can be like, okay, this maybe.
You guys have been friends for so long.
Let's talk about
I feel like there's more
Okay, let's talk about it.
Leniency to that.
I was hoping to skate over this topic, but let's talk about it.
Well, I got asked by so many people, like in questions and stuff.
All right, listen, he's been my friend for 20 freaking years, okay? Yeah. Him and Schwartz are my best friends. Yes, Sandoval screwed up. He made a mistake. We're all human. And I gave him crap for it for the last year.
Yeah.
Okay, it's been a year. When can we kind of move on from this? I mean,
like I said, as long as he's making changes and trying to be a better person, that's what matters at the end of the day.
And I think he is.
I mean, he's just going to have to prove himself.
Right. He's going to prove himself. But I'm not going to go around and be like, oh, shame, shame, shame. I mean, yes, what he did was wrong, but it's not wrong enough to where we have to, cut him off forever. He is making some changes. He's not drinking. It's nice to actually talk to him where he's not talking about himself for once. He's actually asking how I'm doing. And he's just saying, Jax, let's do it. He just seems like a little bit different person. I don't know if he's going to go back to his old ways, but as of right now, he seems like a different person. And who am I not to give somebody another chance? I don't know.
I mean, it's to each your own. Okay, this person wrote me on Instagram, and they wrote me a story, okay? And I want you to say your opinion. Okay, this is from Allison_Castillo, I think is how you say it. Sorry, I'm not very good with pronouncing people's last names. Okay, recently engaged. My fiance and I dated 7 years, and I'm finishing up school right now. Our parents are paying for the wedding, but there are some issues, such as my future mother-in-law wants to invite my fiance's ex and her family to the wedding.
No.
And there are multiple people that they want to invite that we don't know and never have met.
Huh.
She told my fiance and I...
That sounds like me.
She told my fiance and I, since we weren't paying, we don't get to stay.
Ooh.
And I said, fine, then we will elope. And that didn't go well either. Any advice on this situation and how to get through it and wedding planning?
Okay, are they asking me or are they asking both of us?
Both of us. But
okay, go ahead. I'll take your take first.
The ex-girlfriend should not be there.
No.
And because that's just weird. Like, obviously, if his family is wanting her to be there, it's because they're still close to his family, and that's weird.
Okay, time out. There's got to be a little bit of a hyphen because I did have ex-girlfriends at my bar.
Your ex-girlfriend was in my wedding, but
she
that's
was,
not...
because you guys were friends.
Yeah, we were friends. This girl's obviously not friends with the ex.
Correct. That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. She's using the "I'm paying for the wedding" over her head.
Yes.
Okay.
That alone would make me not want to do that.
And what's this girl's name again? First name.
Allison.
Allison, just to let you know, I went through the same thing with not knowing half my guests either.
That's just because I have a humongous family.
I know, but
there's a lot of them live in Texas or, all over the place. So that's why there was people like that. But they still matter because they're family.
Right. But to answer my question, I didn't know half my wedding party. Yeah. Yes. There was a lot of people I was meeting for the first time at my dance. There was a lot of people I was going to the tables meeting for the first time. Now, did I mind? No. But my wife and I were on the same page with this. We weren't having a confrontation. Mm-hmm. It seems like you are having a little issue with it, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you. When it comes to the ex, no.
Well, I don't like the holding money over their head because, they might be paying for it, but this is supposed to be the bride and groom's, biggest day of their lives. It's not the parents' day. It's the bride and groom's day.
Correct.
So if she's not feeling like that, I just
I'm sorry.
They need to have a sit down talk, and you need to tell them how you're feeling before it's too late. Is what I think.
If I can chime in here, it's the groom's mom that's going to pay?
Yes.
Okay, what does the groom have to say? Why isn't he stepping in here?
Well, honey, this is a girl who wrote me on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know all the story.
Allison, I'm so sorry. I'd like to know a little bit more detail, but as of right now, I think you should. I'm digging your eloping situation. Okay, fine, you're not going to hold it on my head because she's not going to just do this now. This could be the rest of your life holding things over your head.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is supposed to be for you and your husband to be. It's supposed to be the biggest day for you. So I would go ahead and have a sit down and talk about it now before the wedding planning is so far ahead. Especially, I don't know. I just don't like that somebody would hold that over their head.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. But you also weddings are so different nowadays. You're buying dinner for 100 people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Between 75 and 300 people. You're buying dinner for, and you're basically throwing a party for everybody else. That's kind of what weddings are.
I loved every second of planning and everything. So I hated that you're having a not great experience because this is supposed to be the happiest day of your life. Don't let somebody else ruin that moment for you.
Allison, if you guys want to elope and have your wedding at Jax's.
Jax will get ordained.
I will supply the beer cheese. We will make it a lot of fun. I got TVs. I got a lounge. Get the best of both worlds.
Yes. Allison, make sure you write us back so I can hear what you had to say about that.
I really want to know what happens.
I really enjoyed having somebody write in a story.
Yeah, I love that story. And can we please know what happens.
Can we please know what happens?
I love drama.
Yeah, Jax is the biggest drama queen of anybody I've ever met ever in life.
I got a question from Justin P35. Brittany's got me making sure I get everybody's names correct. About my personal gym and how do I like using a personal trainer versus going to the gym. Right now, believe it or not, my personal gym just went out of business. I guess somebody came in with real estate and kind of rebought it all. So now I am back at Planet Fitness, which I love, and I still work out at my house. So I'm changing it up a little bit, which I don't mind. Personal trainers are great. They kind of keep you working out. You're not on your phones. That's why I like it. You're in and out. I like to be on a routine. But then again, I like to change things up too. I like to go to the gym. I'm back at the gym again, which is kind of nice. I haven't been in a long time, and it's kind of fun working out.
I like working out at our house. By the way, I'm starting to work out hardcore again. I'm really proud of myself for getting back in it. We've been so busy that I haven't really been taking care of myself, and I feel like I'm just going to tell this to everybody, like running and like getting in the gym and like getting out and moving is so good for your mental health. Like I've been like kind of in a funk lately, and just working out and getting like trying to do all this stuff and like going out with my friends more and all that stuff, like it really is good for your mental health. I already feel so much better just getting back in the gym.
Yeah, I'm absolutely proud of you. You've been doing really well. I'm watching her. She's been killing it at the gym. She's doing really well, and she's going out a little bit more. Yeah. I'm one of those husbands that loves it when his wife goes out.
Well, I've been too much of a homebody. Other than like work and stuff, I feel like I've been too much of a homebody. Yeah. So that's gonna be like my New Year's resolution, like not flaking and like showing up to everything.
I'm all for that as long as you go to Jax's once in a while.
I go there. I feel like I'm always there.
You are.
And every time we're like, let's go back to Jax's, I'm like, okay, whatever.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't there. For those of you who went to karaoke last night, I apologize. I will make sure that I attend all my other events. But anyway, so far as the gym goes, I'm back at Planet Fitness for a while.
But I like to work out at the gym because nobody can look at me. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to worry about people looking at me. I'm not one of those people that will go to Equinox all dressed up or something. That is not me. I want to be in oversized clothes, be able to make whatever weird face I want, listen to whatever I want.
I agree.
I've been watching the Great British Baking Show while I'm working out, so it's like it levels itself out.
I agree.
So I don't want to eat all the food.
I'm with you. Hey, do you think they should start censoring social media? Do you think social media, Instagram should be censored?
You can censor. You can put words and things that you don't want on your page.
Yes, I do. But I'm talking about if you've been watching things, they're showing some things that this shouldn't be shown on TV, like kids fighting, for instance. There's been stuff like that.
Well, they'll get taken down if people realize it. Like whenever people post things, they have to do warnings and stuff now,
right?
Or else it'll get taken down and they can get shut off. So they are. I feel like they do a good job at like trying to keep it pretty.
Yeah, but they're going after guys like me that wrote like.
Oh yeah, you can't tag. You can't tag Jax without it saying. What does it say when you try to tag
God.
you? Hold on, let me.
First of all, I'm going to tell you guys this: do not, if you're on Instagram, for instance, say I love chocolate ice cream is the best. You can't write 100% hashtag facts because that is considered false information. It may be true to me.
Listen, whenever I try to tag Jax, it says, this account has repeatedly posted false information that was reviewed by independent fact checkers or went against our community guidelines. Do you want to mention this account? Cancel or mention anyway?
Mention anyway. You want to know why?
But why is it still like that?
Can I tell you why? And I got to get Lori on this because she's not helping me out with this. For instance, if somebody, I had a habit back in the day of saying 100% hashtag 100% facts. I used to write that all the time on everything. Do not write that.
Hashtag facts. Everybody does that though.
I know, but someone says, "Ooh, chocolate ice cream is the best."
Yeah, but listen, when it first happened, it said that you were talking about Alec Baldwin.
Yes, it said
like
I was talking about Alec Baldwin.
the most random thing ever.
And I've never in my life talked about Alec Baldwin.
No, I don't think you've ever posted anything about Alec Baldwin.
No, I haven't.
And that's what it used to say, is that you spread rumors about Alec Baldwin. Like, how weird and random is that?
And I'm a big fan of Alec Baldwin, but I just would never talk about him. So if I would just be careful what you hashtag because people take it literally sometimes. So anyway, be careful of that. As far as getting back to
Jack's trying to give people social media advice.
I know, right? I do think they should I do think they should to police Instagram a little bit more. I think the bullying needs to stop.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I got some friends right now dealing that with their daughters right now. And
I'm so worried about Cruz. Like, it's our social media already runs everything. Can you imagine and when Cruz grows up, what he's going to have to deal with. Like, you can't go home and get away from anything. It's just constant.
It is very constant.
Do you guys think they should take away the likes and comments from Instagram posts?
Oh, I think if they took away the comments.
Yeah, that would help a lot. If the comments, I think, were taken away.
I would, but you know who would have a problem with that is endorsements, people endorsing products. I think endorse. I think the only people who would have a problem with that is the people that if you're endorsing products, if you're an influencer, ads, I think they would have an issue with that. But I am all for that. Take away the comments, take away the likes. I think you would get rid of so much.
Well, remember whenever they did take away the likes for a while, and it was like a whole thing, and everybody was like, why didn't they take away the comments? Like, the likes are still fine. You're getting people are liking it. You know, it's the comments that can get hurtful.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's just, but I do like that on Instagram you can put like words that you don't want to be put on your thing, and then whenever people comment under your photo, they still can't tell, or they think that they think that they've posted it, but in reality, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Nobody else can see it. So I do like those features.
So, Chrissy, 364L, do you and Brittany gamble when you go to Vegas? Brittany does.
I play like Wheel of Fortune slots, and I like to play roulette sometimes. Like I play like Cruz's birthday, my birthday, Jax's birthday.
I gotta tell you, when we first started dating, we were going to Vegas a lot. Brittany was crushing it, but the last few times,
I've been in the negative.
Yeah,
but I'm not like a huge gambler by any means.
No, I hate gambling. I don't understand how people love to gamble, especially sports betting. I'm the only one.
Because some people are good at it and actually win.
There's nobody that's good at it. The only time you ever hear people excited is when they win. You never hear when they lose, and they lose a lot more. All my friends, I have a group chat, my guys' group chat. Every one of them bets. They do these parlays. I can think of nothing more stressful than, especially these parlays, where like 6 teams need to win by 1 point, and all I see is my friends stressing out all the time, sweating. I can see nothing is fun about that. There's nothing fun about trying to bet, making sure all 4 teams win by so many points. Like, there's nothing fun about that. It's not fun.
Let me ask you this, because I don't think that you give like 2 shits about this, but I just want to know what your reaction is to everyone posting everything all the time about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't mind an occasional Taylor Swift song if I'm in the mood. If I've had a couple cups of coffee, I'm on the go in the car, I got Cruz in the back, I'll jam out to a Taylor Swift song. But okay, I'm not, this whole thing driving, the Kelce thing, and I mean, it's been great for his career. I love all the girls saying, isn't it wonderful that Travis Kelce's finally getting noted? He's won 2 Super Bowls.
I know, he's like a really good athlete.
He's really, really good. And I mean, it's just a thing right now. It's a thing like anything
everybody
else.
Just loves a hot new couple.
I guess. I mean, she'll be writing songs about him shortly, I'm sure. She writes songs about all her boyfriends. Do you think it's...
I think they're cute together.
Do you think they're going to end up together?
Maybe. I mean, they seem to lift each other up. And, it's been a positive
I think I seen a meme of her lifting him up. There was a meme of like, you see a girl and a guy on a kitchen counter kissing. Well, they reversed it, and they had Taylor Swift lifting him up on the counter. I thought it was hilarious.
That's a good one.
Really, really funny.
That is a good meme. Okay, this is a question from Sam.Sadio. Hardest part about married life after having a toddler?
Oh, God. Geez, we could do a whole podcast on that. We're kind. I'm gonna be honest. We're kind of going through that right now.
Yeah.
Trying to make time for each other. Trying to find that. Trying to keep that romance and trying to make time for date nights and stuff like that, because it's really easy to get lost in family and parenthood. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're enjoying your child and you want to be with your kid all the time, but
we got to make sure we do more like date nights and stuff. We really got to try.
Yeah, I really, and I got to say, I'm definitely taking a majority of the blame there, but it's just tough. It's just tough because. It's just, I don't want to blame it on being tired. I don't want to blame it on anything. You make your own time. And
we spend a lot of time together.
We're always together. Mind you, people understand that. We're together 24/7, 7 days a week. And if I'm not with her, I'm getting the mail or I'm going to the grocery store. I mean, there's never a time where we're really not together. I mean, a little bit more lately. Her and I have been doing some traveling. But I've been doing it with House of Villains. And I'm doing some promoting with the show and everything. But majority of the time we're together. So it's, lately it's kind of like, okay, you go out with your friends and I'll stay back. I really enjoy staying home. So I'm loving it now that we talked about this earlier, that Brittany's starting to go out a little bit more and go out and hang out with her friends, because she's been a little bit of a homebody lately. And I'm like, get your ass out there. Go have fun. You're 10 years younger than I am.
I know.
Like,
it's easy it's easy to get in like a funk. And I was definitely feeling a little funky-fied. But I'm getting my groove back and I'm feeling good. It's easy to do that, for sure. I like this question. This is from Mrs. J, True Love NC. And she asked, do we do personalized Christmas cards? If so, can we share what they look like? I love this because...
Well, we were going to.
I'm doing it today. I'm going home and I'm doing Cruz's photos today. So
who's going to help you with that?
Me and you.
Whoa, you're involving me in this?
Just to help get his attention. Cruz is not like...
Wait a minute, it's already December 15th.
I know, but I can mail them out tomorrow. It'll be fine. But last year, Cruz dressed up as Elf on the Shelf, and we sent those out as Christmas cards. It was really cute. Yeah. My friend Courtney did the photos. This year, since I did my whole gingerbread theme, I got Cruz a gingerbread man outfit. So I'm gonna have him do like little photos, and then I'll send those out. It's always just Cruz. I don't really want to be on it.
Yeah, we just like doing a cruise. And everybody already knows what we look like. I just like pushing our kid
because it changes so much each year. So I want to do a different like Christmas theme little costume every single year, and we'll have them all lined up and like see how much he changes each year. I think it's adorable, and that's another tradition that I'm going to make sure I do every year.
That's actually a good idea. Speaking of Elf on the Shelf, we're going to start that next year. Somebody else asked me that. We're going to start that next year. I kind of
want to do Snoop on the Stoop. It's Snoop Dogg.
Snoop on the Stoop?
Yes, they have Snoop on the Stoop.
I'm sorry. When I grew up, I don't know about you, if you had talking dolls, they were killing your family. Okay?
Like Chucky.
Chucky was like, if there anything dolls that talked or there was another movie, too. The dolls that talked were evil. Now they have dolls. Annabelle. Like, what is this? Dolls that talk? That would freak me out as a kid.
I had Furbies. I love those things.
My sister had Cricket. Do you remember Cricket?
I don't think I had Cricket.
We had Buddy.
I had
My Buddy and me. My Buddy, remember?
What's it called?
My Buddy?
What's the Kimitachi, or what is that thing called?
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin?
Oh, I had one of those when I was little.
I'm sorry. Those are creepy toys. They were creepy growing up. I had a glowworm.
Oh, I love the glowworm.
Pound puppies.
Yeah, I had all that stuff.
Yeah, had all that.
My obsession was Beanie Babies. I had every single one. I had all the retired ones. I mean, my parents were spending money on my Beanie Babies. Do you still have them? There's somewhere in storage in Kentucky somewhere. My brother went through them all to see if I had any that were like worth a lot of money. Yeah. Because I used to have them in cases. They all had tag protectors on them. I mean, I was obsessed.
We should look for those when we get home. Maybe get them to Cruz.
Yeah, I could definitely get a couple of them.
It's just like baseball cards. Baseball cards went through, they were amazing, and then they died down, and now if you have baseball cards again. So they'll go like this.
Yeah.
There's actually I think there's a Netflix series on Beanie Babies.
We watched it.
Oh, we watched it together. Yeah. That's right, we did. Okay, next question. Jax, have you ever been to a Kentucky basketball game? I am obsessed with I'm sorry. I was getting into my next question. Jax, have you ever been into a Kentucky basketball game? And the answer to that is absolutely, and I had a great time. And
we went to Madison Square Gardens and got to see them when we were in New York.
Sorry, I saw them twice.
Yeah, you saw them twice.
In New York and in Kentucky, I got to go to the game.
Nothing like when you're in Kentucky at the game or arena.
And I loved watching the coach.
Yes, he's awesome.
He was just amazing. What's his name again?
Calipari.
He's like a legend. I should know that. But it was just amazing.
You fell in love after the game whenever we were listening to the radio and you were hearing how he talks.
Yes.
That's what made you like really kind of become a Kentucky fan.
Just an amazing He's a great
person.
Leader. Yeah. He should run for governor or something. Or he just seems like an amazing man. Like I was pumped up in the car.
President.
I was pumped up in the car leaving the game. I'm like, this guy's awesome.
He's super motivating.
Super motivating. Yeah. And I watched a documentary. I can't remember if it was on him or the Cats when I got home, and just how many people he has gotten to the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
And how many people loved him and did this. They had this dinner for him, and just what an amazing, amazing man. So to answer your question,
out Big Blue Nation. Go Cats.
I had a great time at the game. I would definitely go again, 100%.
I love that. Okay, Jax, I've got people texting me saying, can you please help Jax sign his appearance release? I need that ASAP. You got to learn how to sign your own documents.
Wait a minute, who signed that?
Nicole, but you got to learn how to sign your own documents.
I'm so sorry. I know. Why didn't I sign it when I was there?
I don't know, Jax.
I'm sorry.
Why do you do that, though?
I always forget. So our our producer, Alex, started his own podcast, and I forgot to sign the release. You guys are going to really enjoy that when it comes out, by the way.
Yes, for sure.
I got one. Jax, did you go to college? When did you leave Michigan? Okay, the story with that is, okay, I
could not imagine you at college.
Yeah,
like
I didn't
at
last
all.
very long. I didn't last. I went for 2 years. I went to Macomb College, and we call it Hall Road High, where I'm from. And I just couldn't get into it. I tried and I tried and I tried. And I sat in the front of the class, and I would just daydream. Nothing was interesting to me. I would leave, and I'd be like, "This is misery." Like,
I cannot see you in
I just
school.
Can't. Like,
how did you do it in like high school and stuff?
I was fine.
Did you make good grades?
All B's. Always all B's.
Never
all
an
B's.
A.
I got A's in gym, swim, but I don't count that.
Everybody could get A in that.
Yeah, but I got.
You had a pool in your school?
Yeah, I took swim class first period.
We didn't have nothing like that.
Mind you, people, go into swim class first period in Michigan when it's 0 below out. So you're not only getting off the bus at 7 in the morning.
That sounds awful.
Angry, right? You got to jump right in the pool in a Speedo in high school. By the way,
you guys had to wear Speedos in front of everybody?
I was in a co-ed gym class or swim class.
So, and you guys had to wear Speedos?
Yes. Mind you, being a high school kid, already kind of weirded out about who you are.
You were a nerd, weren't you?
I was not a nerd. I was not a nerd.
Oh, I thought you were like, you didn't even like start dating until you were like 18 or something.
No, I didn't become cool until my senior year. I started dating a cheerleader, and then I started hanging around like the football players and stuff like that. I played hockey in high school, so I was never around.
Okay.
I was never around. I was traveling a lot. I wasn't like the coolest kid in the world. I was kind of like the middle of the block. You know what I'm saying? I bet
everybody like couldn't believe it whenever you became like a reality TV star.
Well, no, what happened was I started modeling the very last 2 months of high school, like doing small stuff.
Yeah.
So that even upped my ante even more. When I was in those Kmart Sunday flyers, people were like, damn, he's in Kmart now?
Was that your first modeling job?
Yeah,
Kmart?
Kmart was my first modeling job. The Sunday flyers, the Sports Authority, things that came out in the weekly newspapers were my first modeling jobs.
I think mine was a Harley Davidson calendar.
Why have I never seen that?
You have.
Have I?
Yeah. I was on a big motorcycle, and I had a gun in my hand and a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, so to answer your question, I did go to Hall Road High, which is Macomb College. I went for 2 years, and then I worked at a golf course while I was at school. Like I said, I just couldn't do school. It just wasn't for me.
Couldn't do school.
I just couldn't do it. I was like, I sat in the front row.
Poor Cruz. We're going to have what are they called? Tutors for everything.
So, and then I came home and I go, Dad, listen, Mom, Dad, I love you guys more than anything, but it's just not for me. So I got to pack up the car and I got to get the hell out of here. And I just, I bounced. I think I went to Miami, then I went to New York, then I went to LA, but
life worked out for you.
It worked out. I just couldn't do it. And I left Michigan in,
I do regret not finishing, though, Yeah. Remember whenever I tried to do online to finish it and I could not? Like, that was hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, could you imagine going back now? Oh, my God. It'd be awful. So I
encourage anyone listening to finish college.
Oh, you absolutely should. I think I have my associate's degree, or I'm...
Yeah, right. No,
maybe?
You don't.
I don't know.
I gotta be close. You would know.
I didn't even care. I honestly, I didn't. As soon as I left one day, I left school and I just never went back. I didn't call and cancel my classes or anything like that.
Well, good thing you didn't need a diploma for reality TV.
I think the main reason I stayed on is to keep my health insurance, so I was covered under my parents. So if you were in college full time,
at 26, you got taken off.
You got taken off.
Yeah.
So,
or was it 26? 24?
No, it was like as long as I can't remember.
26. Around there,
but you had to be a full-time college student to be covered under your parents. So I was like, that's the only reason I was tagging on for so long. I'm like, I don't want to be here. And then I was just like, F it, I'm packing the car.
See, I loved it, but it was because I was cheerleading and doing all that. Like, it was fun to do all the away games, and it was just a really fun time in my life.
I just wish they taught other stuff, like how to budget your money, how to do taxes, things that you need in life. Like things that you need in life. Not like I had to learn how to balance a checkbook. That was one of the things I had to stuff like that was just so unnecessary.
Well, and the teachers would always be like, "You're not going to have a calculator all the time," and now literally we have phones 24/7 that have everything.
They need to teach life skills, like things like saving money and budgeting money and
now there's social media classes.
I know, it's so scary. Like, what if Cruz wants to get into that? I mean,
he can do whatever he wants to do.
I mean, the gaming industry, I think, is like $1 billion industry. It makes more than movies and sports combined.
All right, thanks so much, everybody, for listening to When Reality Hits. We'll see y'all next week. Have a wonderful week.